global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Why is it not launching?
Where you at, baby?
Cheryl, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. CAU was the first HBCU in the southern United States. Shout out to our affiliate ATL Talks in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone getting out there to vote for those 2 Senate seats. We love you.
That's what I'm talking.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAW in, of, and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blues Time in the City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program.
Gene Bailey.
We have a very special guest that you will definitely enjoy, and we'll hear from some of the artists that sing the Christmas blues. Join me, Gene Bailey, for Blues Time in the City this weekend before Christmas, right here.
This is comedian Janelle Banks, and you are listening to KUAW, Kansas City.
KUAW listeners, this is Carl Boyd for Wave Your Grades, coming to you every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW. This program features American students striving for excellence in honor of our troops and American veterans, encouraging American students. Please join us every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW.
Now on the air in Kansas City, the Cheryl Underwood Show.
We are proud to be part of the KUAW family.
The Cheryl Underwood Show. Weekdays Monday through Friday at 12 noon. KUAW around the world on KUAW.org.
Todd Tribbett, we gonna be all right here on the Jamal Bakes Show. I'm your brother in Christ, Jamal Bakes. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me, fam, for another weekend, all right? We've got a big show for you, man. As always, the Rose Show Live will be here with her Faith Move next. And we talk to my man, the lab therapist, later on in the show. We've got music on the way from Doe. We've got Corinne Hawthorne, Keandra Lockett, brand new William McDowell. Cannot wait to share that one with you as well, all right? And a whole lot more. Listen, follow me right now on social media.
Bank of Blue Valley is a proud sponsor of KUAW Radio. At Bank of Blue Valley, we believe that an understanding of financial value sets individuals up for a strong future. Whether you want to talk about checking and savings accounts, review lending alternatives, or discuss starting your own business, we have the right people to listen and advise. Visit us at bankbv.com to get started today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So you're not even. All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Where you at, baby?
Cheryl, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. CAU was the first HBCU in the southern United States. Shout out to our affiliate ATL Talks in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone getting out there to vote for those 2 Senate seats. We love you.
That's what I'm talking.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAW in, of, and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blues Time in the City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program.
Oh, Gene Bailey.
We have a very special guest that you will definitely enjoy. And we'll hear from some of the artists that sing the Christmas blues. Join me, Gene Bailey, for Blues Time in the City this weekend before Christmas, right here.
This is comedian Janelle Banks, and you are listening to KUAW, Kansas City.
KUAW listeners, this is Carl Boyd for Wave Your Grades, coming to you every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW. This program features American students striving for excellence in honor of our troops and American veterans, encouraging American students. Please join us every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW.
Now on the air in Kansas City, the Cheryl Underwood Show.
We are proud to be part of the KUAW family.
The Cheryl Underwood Show. Weekdays Monday through Friday at 12 noon. KUAW around the world on KUAW.org.
Todd Tribbett, we gonna be all right here on the Jamal Bakes Show. I'm your brother in Christ, Jamal Bakes. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me, fam, for another weekend, all right? We've got a big show for you, man. As always, the Rose Show Live will be here with her Faith Move next. And we talked to my man, the Laugh Therapist, later on in the show. We've got music on the way from Doe. We've got Corinne Hawthorne, Keandra Lockett, brand new William McDowell. Cannot wait to share that one with you as well, all right? And a whole lot more. Listen, follow me right now on social media.
Half a second. Bank of Blue Valley is a proud sponsor of KUAW Radio. At Bank of Blue Valley, we believe that an understanding of financial value sets individuals up for a strong future. Whether you want to talk about checking and savings accounts, review lending alternatives, or discuss starting your own business, we have the right people to listen and advise. Visit us at bankbv.com to get started today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do a leave on here. All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Where you at, baby?
Yeah, my
Sure, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. CAU was the first HBCU in the southern United States. Shout out to our affiliate ATL Talks in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone getting out there to vote for those 2 Senate seats. We love you.
That's what I'm talking.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAWN of and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blues Time in the City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program.
Oh, Gene Bailey.
We have a very special guest that you will definitely enjoy. And we'll hear from some of the artists that sing the Christmas blues. Join me, Gene Bailey, for Blues Time in the City this weekend before Christmas, right here.
Yeah, I can't even know.
It's just
This is comedian Janelle Banks, and you are listening to KUAW, Kansas City.
KUAW listeners, this is Carl Boyd for Wave Your Grades, coming to you every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW. This program features American students striving for excellence in honor of our troops and American veterans, encouraging American students. Please join us every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW.
Now on the air in Kansas City, The Cheryl Underwood Show.
We are proud to be part of the KUAW family.
The Cheryl Underwood Show. Weekdays Monday through Friday at 12 noon. KUAW around the world on KUAW.org.
Todd Tribbett, we gonna be all right here on the Jamal Bakes Show. I'm your brother in Christ, Jamal Bakes. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me, fam, for another weekend, all right? We've got a big show for you, man. As always, the Rose Show Live will be here with her Faith Move next. And we talked to my man, the Laugh Therapist, later on in the show. We've got music on the way from Doe. We've got Corinne Hawthorne, Keandra Lockett, brand new William McDowell. Cannot wait to share that one with you as well, all right? And a whole lot more. Listen, follow me right now on social media.
Bank of Blue Valley is a proud sponsor of KUAW Radio. At Bank of Blue Valley, we believe that an understanding of financial value sets individuals up for a strong future. Whether you want to talk about checking and savings accounts, review lending alternatives, or discuss starting your own business, we have the right people to listen and advise. Visit us at bankbv.com to get started today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm at that point. Okay, so we're gonna try this on.
All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio,
See, I
Kansas
can
City's
hear 'em a
global
little bit,
community
but I
radio
can't hear 'em
station.
Can you hear us now?
New videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio
Can
only.
you hear
where
me?
you get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org
Hey, Lucy, can you hear me?
or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio.
If you see another person trying to join, that's me off my other cousin phone because it's hard for me to hear y'all off my phone.
From noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Where you at, baby? Cheryl, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. CAU was the first HBCU in the southern United States. Shout out to our affiliate ATL Talks in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone getting out there to vote for those 2 Senate seats. So we love you.
That's what I'm talking.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAW in, of, and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blue Time in the City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program. We have a very special guest that you will definitely enjoy, and we'll hear from some of the artists that sing the Christmas blues. Join me, Gene Bailey, for Blues Time in the City this weekend before Christmas, right here.
This is comedian Janelle Banks, and you are listening to KUAW, Kansas City.
Okay.
KUAW listeners.
And then how do I join audio?
This is Carl Boyd for Wave Your Grades,
video.
coming to you every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW. This program features American students striving for excellence in honor of our troops and American veterans, encouraging American students. Please join us every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW.
Now on the air in Kansas City.
I can see y'all too.
All right, we got everybody. We ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Welcome to Scrilltown. We had a lot of technical difficulties this evening, but we want to get this show started. Got a hot show tonight. It's your boy, Mr. Scrilltown himself, aka Fetty Skrills, Scrilltown MO, Scrilltown Clothing, and all the rest of that other stuff. And with me is my co-host of the day,
Gina T.
Gina T.
Happy to be here with y'all.
Midwest Saloon, stand up. And then we have the lovely Milwaukee's own Rich Nation Sony's hot rap princess, Lucy Lou. What's going on, Lucy?
Hey, Lucy.
Hey, I'm good.
Hey, Lucy, how did you get started in music? What was your first, did you know your whole life that you wanted to be a singer, rapper?
You know what? I didn't know exactly, but I was thinking on and off since a really little girl. And then, like, in my neighborhood, like, we had people that was doing, like, my friends and stuff, they was already doing music. So they kind of helped me into, like, writing my own stuff. But I was singing since young, so I knew I had some type of talent. But I didn't know I was going to be, like, an actual artist and writing and stuff. So
Well,
it came towards my later years.
You're super talented. I've been listening to your stuff all week. I've been, you got a new fan. I subscribed and liked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, what's your plans this year? Do you have a scope and a vision for your career this year?
Well, this upcoming year, I'm getting ready to drop my EP January 11th, which is my birthday. So,
happy birthday!
Thank you. So the beginning of next year, I'm gonna drop my EP, and then like the following year, within this 2021, I'm just really focused on touring and just doing a lot more shows and a lot more videos, just being more in the face of people so they can see a lot more of me.
Most definitely. So
that's really the plan right now.
So what's the rap scene like in Milwaukee? I know we pretty close and we all in the Midwest, but what's the rap scene out like there?
It's kind of like, it's still lit, don't get me wrong, but with the COVID stuff going on, it's like not popping as usual. But like everybody's still doing their thing, going crazy. Like any opportunity that we get to get out and perform in front of people, that's mainly what we do.
Right.
Like I said, due to the COVID, it's a lot more slower than normal, but it's lit out here. Like, it's so much good talent out here. It's really lit, like, low-key.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, your videos, I see you put a lot of production quality in your videos, too, and I've really enjoyed watching them. So with the new EP dropping, are you working on anything to release any particular single you want to talk about?
Well, I'm getting ready to release By the Bag as a single, which will be on the EP. So I'm excited about that. It's not really too much to really kind of like elaborate about it because we haven't done a video or anything yet. It's gonna get done, but we haven't done it yet.
Right.
But as of right now, By the Bag is gonna be the main single that we're getting ready to release. So
that's awesome.
So so how'd you hook up with Mike, man? That's my boy. Shout out to Mike Boss, big bro. How'd you hook up with Rich Nations and that family?
You know what? Okay, let me fix my little thing because I'm in the car. My cousin driving crazy. I gotta get it right. Okay, so crazy situation. So I just recently lost my mom back in June.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But so my manager, Rick Brown. We've been good friends for a long time. He knew I was going through some stuff, and it was to the point I'm like, you know what? I'm not even focusing on music right now. I don't really have the energy for it, because I was dealing with some stuff.
Right.
But he hit me up like, hey, I got somebody want to talk to you. It's real serious business. Like, just hear him out and go from there. And I chopped it up with Mike. I talked to him. He had that like real like serious tone, and I'm like, okay, look, this might be for real. Like, I know my mind ain't been in the right headspace, but I'm like, this might be something. So we chopped it up. I vibed with him. So he was like, you know what? He was like, what you got to lose? And I'm like, you know what? That's right. So let's do it. And that's pretty much how I met Mike and got linked up. And shout out to Rick Brown, because that situation made me allow him to be my manager.
Right.
Sounds like your mom was shining down on you.
Oh yeah. She was one of my number one fans. So, everybody was like, you can't do that. She was real supportive. This what she's seen you doing. So I had to pull myself together. So I feel like it was the perfect opportunity. Came at the right time.
Yeah, I think you were going through a bad spot. Can you hear us now?
I think my phone froze. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there you are. Go. You're back to whatever spot you were driving through. We got a lot of dead zones in Kansas City, too. So.
Yeah, sorry. Blame it on my cousin.
Hi, cousin. I am curious, who was your inspirations growing up that have kind of made your style what it is now?
Oh, it's so crazy because I had a lot of different inspirations. Like, it went from musical movies. Like, it wasn't even like artists saying stuff like music groups and all that. That was a part of it, but it was musical movies like Temptations and Five Heartbeats, and then as the years went along, you got Notorious and the TLC movie. Like, I've always been like intrigued by those type of movies. So that's really what inspired me. Like, ooh, that looks fun. That looks cool. And then you had these music groups like, I can sing, I can dance, even though it's what really inspired me to like be hooked into music. It's not weird that way.
Is there one in particular female
then,
MC?
Like, I just watch everybody now that's like in the industry or up and coming, and it's like I can do.
You are doing it.
It's not, thank you. See, it's really not just one particular person. Because it's so many people that's out here doing their thing, and it just like inspires me. And I'm like, dude, I can do that. It's so like it motivates me to like, okay, you know what? They did it. You can do it too.
Absolutely.
So I just feel like if you're doing it, then that you're gonna be an inspiration to me.
Oh, you're helping so many women out there. Now, the thing is to get you known and seen. Once they hear you, they're going to be having all the following you could possibly imagine this year. Now, your number one female MC, because you have a singing voice and it's beautiful, but you also got some bars and you can spit. You got some quick flow too. So I'm impressed. So who's the one artist right now, like on a trajectory that if you can imagine yourself getting to, that you would emulate? I mean, you're your own person. Don't get me wrong. No one should be like anybody else. But like on the trajectory that keeps you motivated and going, man, this woman, she's the one. She's the one that I relate to, that I could relate to their flow, their career, their trajectory, where they want to go, what they want to do.
You know what? That's a hard question to answer because, like I said, like it's so many people that's doing their thing right now that everybody has some type of effect on me that motivates me to go hard and go strong. Like honestly, like K Camp was one of my main. He's from Milwaukee, so like he's one of my main people. I'm like, oh my god, like he dope. It's so many people. It's hard to just be like that one right there, that person right there, because I listen to so many people. Like. When you hear my music, like I'm very, very diverse. So
you are.
You be like, dang, she give me a little bit of this vibe, a little bit of that vibe, So I really can't say specifically who that number one person is, but I would say that K Camp has a major effect on me being motivated and feeling like I can get somewhere.
Well, that's great.
Just like him be here too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was an actress and I didn't have somebody that I looked up to and said, that's the career I want. Right. So I mean, honestly, it's an unfair question, but some people do. But if you could pick 3 artists right now, who would they be to collaborate with? If, no holds bars, anybody on the planet.
No budget, just go with it.
Okay, it'd be K Camp for sure. I say Anne Marie.
Okay.
I like Anne-Marie. The third person, Mulatto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she hot. Yeah.
Mulatto, she go crazy. I love her.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
so okay, I got
those are my selections.
Well, that's a very diverse little group.
Ain't it right? See?
Well, and you know what, K Camp, he's from your hometown. If you're listening, K Camp, check Lucy Lou out.
What's up with KUAW?
I took a picture with him a couple years ago. He came to one of a event that they had. Him and Baby Drew. Yep. So they were out here. We took a picture a couple years ago at the High Note. And he don't, but I haven't really heard much about him. I don't know. Maybe I haven't like did too much research to find out.
Yeah.
But I haven't really heard much about him. But I'll collab with him. I'll collab with Jacob Lattimore. Like I don't care. Anybody available? Jacob is Jacob Lattimore. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, he just okay. Yeah, I know a little bit about Jacob Lattimore. And then, you know, so back in the day when the local scene was going on in Kansas City, it was a rapper by the name of Young KUAW that was from Milwaukee. That
I heard that name.
You heard that name? Yeah, he had a lot of good buzz too. But KUAW, when he came out with that "In My Projects,"
right?
that was dope, man. He kind of put y'all on the map, man. I mean, like him and Pimpin' Ken and you know, and all them, you know, that scene was different. But yeah, you know, so if I got my question to you will be this: a young, aspiring female MC, let's say between the ages of 13 and maybe 18, if you was to give them any advice on how to, you know, finesse, how to get in, how to grind, like what would you tell them? You know what I'm saying? What kind of advice would you give them if they were up and coming in your city, from the Midwest?
Right. You know what? I would say just be persistent and like know that you can do it. Just like really grind hard, believe in yourself, perfect your craft, quality over quantity. Really, because like quality is everything. Like make sure your shit is on point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like just have fun. Don't be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like some things you ain't gonna want to do or not used to doing, that you have to get into that routine of doing. You know, just take every step that you have to take. If this really what you want, you have to make sacrifices and do what you got to do. So, you know, even when you have your moments where you feel like, oh, I can't do this or I need a break, take that break, get a breather, and come back. But make sure you just go hard as hell. Like gas, all gas, no break. Like,
right, yeah, all gas, no breaks.
You know.
Okay, so we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about this Battle Bag. And we're gonna, you know, we're gonna give y'all a little taste of it. But you know, we'll be back with Lucy Lou and
Gina T.
co-host Gina T. Welcome to Scrilltown.
All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Where you at, baby?
Sure, I'm at my first alma mater, Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. CAU was the first HBCU in the southern United States. Shout out to our affiliate ATL Talks in Atlanta, Georgia, and everyone getting out there to vote for those 2 Senate seats. So we love you.
That's what I'm talking.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAWN, of and about our community.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, and on Blues Time in the City, we're wrapping up our all Christmas blues and Southern Soul program.
Gene Bailey.
We have a very special guest that you will definitely enjoy, and we'll hear from some of the artists that sing the Christmas blues. Join me, Gene Bailey, for Blues Time in the City this weekend before Christmas, right here.
This is comedian Janelle Banks, and you are listening to KUAW, Kansas City.
KUAW listeners, this is Carl Boyd for Wave Your Grades, coming to you every Saturday from 1 until 2 p.m. right here on KUAW. This program features American students striving for excellence in honor of our troops and American veterans, encouraging American students. Please join us every
It is though, because it's all about you.
All right. We back.
We're back.
Welcome to Scrilltown with special guests Lucy Lou, Rich Nation's Own, and Gina T, Midwest Saloon.
So, hey, Lucy. So, how long have you been with Rich Nation and Sony?
It's been about, I want to say 2 months.
2 months.
Just about 2 months, yeah.
That's amazing.
And I love it so far.
I
love it. It's fun. It's motivating.
So you just okay, I want to go a little bit backwards when you said that he reached out to you. How did that happen? Did you get your music to the right person? For people like starting off and to find that right connection, sometimes it seems like there's a diamond like stuck in the dirt, and a diamond in the rough, and I'm not saying that's what you are, because you sound pretty polished and you're ready to go. So, but how did they find you? Like, did you put yourself out there? Did you have your
I did. I did a lot of grind, a lot of work through, over the years, and I developed a lot of relationships with different people. So a lot of people already knew about my music, and so they're making their personal connections. So when I said shout out to my manager, Rick Brown, he's the one that got the connection with me and Mike.
Oh, okay.
He reached out to him like, yeah, it's some hot artists in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? You need to hear some of them. And he gave him that chance to prove himself. And I was one of the ones that he showed, and he was interested. And that's why I made him Rick my manager, because I'm like, that's dope as fuck, because you didn't have to do that. And you believed in me, you took that chance, and you did that. So, hi, manager.
A good manager is hard to find, I'm telling you.
It is, and I've been doing this on my own for a very, very, very long time. But, you can't do it by yourself. I don't know enough.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So, I knew, like, okay, I need some help with it. I can only go so far alone, So, I prayed about it, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for that.
I'm grateful
too.
Yeah,
somebody put a word in for me.
Yeah, I'm grateful too, because then we wouldn't have been able to hear you.
Yeah.
Over here all the way in Missouri.
So if you were to say, like you said, you were grinding, is that like talent shows? Is that like just studio work? Or is that like a mixture of everything?
All of it. Talent shows, studio sessions, videos, doing shows out of town, like all of it. Okay. Investing in my own self, all my money, like whatever. I don't care. All of it's going to me as an artist. Right. So yeah.
For up and coming artists that are just starting off, now you said you invested all your money, right? So what would you say would take a young artist, like how much they should put aside every month to jump into their career and invest in themselves to get themselves seen?
Because I still don't even know. Like I go as it's flowing. Like I be like, oh, okay, we got this X amount of songs. Okay, they said we need a video to this. We finna do that. I never really like tallied everything that I spent, but it's a lot. And I even made a post a couple months ago, like, how much I think it'll take? Is 10 G's enough? Is 15 G's enough? Because I want to know, like, what's a good startup amount for you just to strictly invest in that outside of your bills and all of that. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but like any dollar I get, if it ain't towards my bills, I'm putting it towards my music. So I kind of lost count. I didn't spend so much money.
You know what I'm impressed by you is when I listen to your music, some of it's about love, some of it's about loss, some of it's about money. It's not selling yourself as a woman, and I respect that. I mean, there's still some sexuality in there, but music's about that too. That's what life's about. So it shows your depth as a human being and as an artist, and I appreciate that, and I think that'll take you far. But was that a concentrated effort? Like, did you purposely stick away from the Lil' Kim,
I
Megan Thee Stallion?
It wasn't a purpose situation, but it was more so like Yeah, like I like to talk about everything. Like I base it off experience. I base it off people. You know, if I seen it or my people around me that goes through it. You know, I try to talk about that, and then like, you know, going through wanting to give up and not do music anymore. Like I try to touch bases on everything that's going on in my life or someone close to me, their life. You know, without getting into their personal business, but just showing that, you know, other people out in the world, y'all not the only ones going through that. Absolutely. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to fake the fun because I know this is what they want to hear, or they're expecting that. Like, no, I'm gonna give y'all me, and then the bonus is okay, they like this too. Okay, let me cater to that too.
Right.
So I just be me. There's no other way to be. Like I can't fake it because if it is, then it might not sound as good as my original music. You know, just kind of like letting people into me and my story. So.
But it's real though, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm glad you said that. Like, artists, they have to understand this, you know, because I was an artist once upon a time as well, is that, yeah, you go through ups and downs in this industry from a local all the way up to the major. And you have to have thick skin. You got to be able to take criticism. You got to be able to spend some money, like you said. Right. You got to, you know, be motivated, have effort. You got to be strong-willed, and you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In order to succeed. And that's why, like, when you said what you said about, you know, mixing it up, telling people that, you know, I almost quit, you know what I'm saying, but now I'm here, you know, that'll take you a long way, because at the end of the day, what these artists that are coming in now don't understand is that, yeah, you might see so-and-so on the video with bundles of money, but he didn't start like that. He didn't start off like that. They didn't just, you know, he didn't just walk in the studio and Def Jam was right there like, all right, we're going to sign you. No, it don't work like that. It's all about putting the combinations and strategic ways together to make yourself successful. You know, so that's why I appreciate that, because, you know, with Rich Nation, they're very good about promoting their artists. Like, ever since I've known Mike, you know, I've been seeing you, I've been seeing J-Rock, I've been seeing Nia Allen, I've been seeing Melly Mel, you know, I can name them off, like, and I ain't never met none of y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I can name y'all all off because I know he's promoting y'all every day. Every day he's out there, and y'all promoting yourself, and y'all making good music. You know, so it's a team effort. So at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, what you're teaching, you know, the next Lucy Lou or the next, you know, whoever, is that, look, get out here and grind and be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know, expect the unexpected. Straight up.
Right. That part.
So I agree. Where's your next performance? Are you guys still doing like open mics here in Kansas City? There's some open mic performances that are socially distanced. Bars are staying open till 10 o'clock. So the performances have to start at 6, you know, there's that kind of thing, but they're still going on. I
don't have anything offered to me right now. But I am I'm getting ready to release my my EP. So I'm thinking about doing like a little live Facebook EP party type of thing.
Yeah, like a listening party.
For people to just, cause you never know how it's gonna go. It's January, so it might be a blizzard outside. People might not make it out. You know,
exactly.
So I'm just thinking smart. So, but as of right now, that's the only thing. As of right now, I mean, if anybody hit me up and like, yeah, Lou, you want to perform? I love performing. Like that's my love. I love performing, so I be down for that. So if somebody hit me up, then I'll definitely take it. But as of right now, I don't have it.
Who do you want to open up for the most?
I don't know. I never thought of it like that, because I opened up for a few people already, like Yellow Beezy and Cuban Doll and Juicy Fruit. I opened up for them before, but I haven't really thought like, or you know what? I wouldn't mind opening up for Yo Gotti.
Hey, there. You know what? You put it out in the universe, and it'll come. You're manifesting it right now. I know that you're eventually going to be the one that people are opening for. So, you know, Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. And so can you tell us like your favorite song, the one that means the most emotionally to you right now that you wrote that you just no matter what, whether it was a commercial hit or not, what kind of is your pride and joy?
It would be the song dedicated to my mom. That's on the EP. It's called How I Feel. Y'all have to check that out. That's it was hard for me to listen to it after recording it. Me and my cousin, we cried in the studio. Like, that's everything to me. I feel like that's the one.
Yeah, I just lost my step pops, and I wrote a song earlier this year about him, and it was the same deal. It was like, man, I choked up a couple different times before I even sent it off to the engineer. It was like, but that's real, you know what I'm saying? And people will relate to that, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they will relate because, you know, everybody's lost somebody special to them, you know what I'm saying? So that's deep. That's dope.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So give some young ones some tips. The pitfalls. Like, have you stepped into any like little cracks in the road? Like you said you wanted to quit one time and things that you wish that you could make some other young girl's career a little easier by throwing out a couple of pieces of advice to them.
I say don't let nothing distract you. Like, I know personal things come into your life. Maybe it could be a relationship. Maybe it could be bills. Maybe it can be a sick family member, something like that. Just don't let it distract you. Like, do what you got to do, handle your business, but don't let it distract you from being an artist. You know, you still got to press forward. You still got to remember, like, this whole thing, you know, this pretty much my experience. This is pretty much what I'm dealing with.
Right.
So, you know, you just got to, like, stay motivated. Like I said, if you got to take time, you know, to regroup, do that, you know, get your breather and then come back and just do what you got to do. But just try not to let it get to the point where it distracts you from doing music. Yeah. You know, music is my love. That's my heart. And when I felt like it was being taken away from me, I didn't have nothing else. You know, like it was like, what's the point of even living, you know? So you just got to do everything in your power to stay intertwined with doing what you're made for. So, just don't be distracted.
That's good advice. Now, do you want to give any shout outs to special producers you've worked with that you've in Milwaukee that would that you enjoyed working with that you might work with again or put them on? Anybody you want to put on?
My engineer, Joe Jesse, who be hard to get in contact with his ass sometimes. I love him because I've been working with him for years, like since like 2012. Like,
oh wow,
he's a long time. Hell, you know, he got a lot of big things going on for himself too. So I can't like be down his throat. But I be like, you know me, like, come on, be like,
come on,
but man. Like, yeah, you know, but really big shout outs to him. Big shout outs to Ray Shada. He shot a lot of my videos.
Okay.
Oh, Doc Holliday. I mean, it's a lot of people, you know, the list can go on, but you said who I work with, engineer wise. So yeah, mainly Job and Doc.
Okay. So let's so give us a brief description about this song about a bag.
Well, it's exactly what it sounds like, you know, get to a bag, you know. And it's so crazy because in this song I'm actually talking about myself. Right. You know, dedicated to other females too who's just like me. You know, it's just about getting your bag, getting your money, not being distracted by haters or people that got something to say about you. Like, you just taking it all in, doing what you got to do regardless of, you know, what people got to say. Like, you drowning that all out. Like, guess what? I'm chasing a bag to take care of my responsibilities and handle my priorities. So,
right. That's what's up. All right, well, we're gonna get into this in a minute. You ready to go?
I think we're ready to play.
No, it's ready. It haven't came out.
All right.
We getting ready to. So here it is, Lucy Liu, Rich Nation's own. It's called "Bout a Bag." Let's go.
Get it.
Wait a second. We'll be hearing it.
Time to let them know. It's Lucy Liu. Let's get it. Yeah. She bad a bag, she know how to run it up. Ay. She super bad, make a
party, she ain't scared
I'm
to
there.
She's so
It's okay.
She bad, she know how to run it up. She super bad, make a fall in love. I'm all about my bag, that's why I had the whole dream at. Yeah, I know they looking at me, and they staring off on this. Even though they choosing on me, silly, I ain't even on that, but really, we could just be friends, but still gotta pay on that tab. Love when you put space all in my lap, that give me all hair, no cow. Then I make the gon' cash me out when I kick them out, and that's that. Don't mean to be rude, but I really got shit to do.
I wish you could hear it.
I'm not in the mood.
Figure out a way.
Right, I want to be on the vibe.
Gon' tap out, even though we just try to tap in. Pretty better keep these in light, 'cause I dare to gon' pull out. I shoot first and that's question later. I ain't giving no so yes, I'm classy.
Well, while we're playing your song, would you like to bring people to your links where they could go hear it themselves?
I know how to get it.
On my birthday, I'll have to
When no issue.
As of right now, we got like promos and snippets on my Instagram or Facebook.
You have a few on YouTube, right? That's where it went, and Spotify.
Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, I got a song with Black Aladdin called That Ass. Yeah, just I got a couple songs on there.
It is. I've been spending all week listening to you. You're ready for radio play. Are you on the radio in Milwaukee right now?
We just did they just played me on 100. They played my song Watch It a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I just released a song with Chris Morning called Big Bag. So, the station 414 Spotlight. I'm on that station a lot.
Nice. So you've got massive fans in the right places then.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a hot song.
That's
man.
a hot song.
Ever since
like
I heard it, I've been like, oh yeah, it's a vibe, man. It is a vibe.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
I think y'all gonna like the EP.
I think I'm gonna like it too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we might have to get some Scrilltown Rich Nation collabos going, because I got a couple. Matter of fact, I got a shout out to K Nice. She's in Milwaukee. I don't know if you heard of her.
Okay.
But she go hard, and we working on this track with her and a girl named Summer Love from KC. But we need another female artist on it though, man. Yeah, so and it's gonna be something different, something unique. So I'm gonna talk to Mike and talk to you, and we can talk to Rick, and we can see what we can do for sure. But in the meantime, I want y'all to give y'all shout outs. I'm gonna give mine out last, so go ahead and give your shout outs.
Big shout out to my fan base, my supporters, my loved ones. Big shout out to my label, my CEO, Mike, Rich Nation Entertainment. Shout out to my manager, Rick. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Shout out Mill City. You already know. It's lit.
Yeah. All right, Gina, what about some shout outs, Gina T?
Well, I'm manager and publicist for Midwest Saloon, and please look them up, Lucy Lou. You never know, they're always into collaborating right now. So they're a rap group, two guys. You gotta hear it. They just dropped an EP called Mixed Emotions, and and then I have it's really good. And then they have a new album coming out at the beginning of first quarter of 2021. So check them out. We're at www.midwestsaloon.com. Available on all platforms: YouTube, Reverb Nation, Spotify, anywhere. So so I am looking forward to hearing more from you, though.
Most definitely.
And thank you for spending time with us today. I'm really impressed by your talent, and you got a whole bunch of gems hiding out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I'm telling you, Milwaukee got some talent up there, man. Like I've always known about Milwaukee. I'm trying to get up there eventually, just to see what it's all about, But yeah, I know y'all got a lot of talent in that city.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, we looking forward to seeing more from y'all, you, Melly Mel, and all the rest of the artists from it's somebody else that I can't think of right now that's doing a lot of promotion out of Milwaukee too. He ain't with Rich Nation, but it's somebody. It's down the tip of my tongue. I can't think of him right now. But shout out to Milwaukee, man. Y'all doing it big. Shout out to the whole Midwest, movement. A lot of people sleep on the Midwest, but we got a lot of talent out here for sure. And people just don't know it. And it's only gonna take one person to open up that market. I've been saying that for 20 years, but it takes one person to open up the major market, not the independent, because we've been doing that for a very long time. But I mean, it's gonna take one person or one group or whatever to open up this major market, and then after that, we're gonna be like the next Atlanta. You know what I'm saying, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, we all trying to get that bag.
If they just listen,
That's it. Just take one of them big execs at one of those big labels to come down and listen to one of these showcases or something. That's all it's gonna take. But yeah, like she said, like Gina said, thank you, for the opportunity to interview you. I know you're gonna be hot. What my motto is we support those who support us, and I like to get artists before they blow up. That way they don't forget, like, oh, Fetty who, Skrills who, yeah. So I like to get y'all before y'all hit that brink, you know what I'm saying? I'm confident that you're gonna hit that, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna make it out here, and I praise that, everything works out, and we all collab together and as one and, build this movement for 2021. But I did want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to Rich Nations for the opportunity. Shout out to Sony, UMG N Grooves, Scrilltown MO and the team, KUAW for the opportunity. And with Scrilltown, we got Street Music and Meditation come out on Christmas. The book's already out. Yes, I Can. Don't forget to check out the clothing line, of course. And we got just more things coming in store. We got Nia Allen next week, another Rich Nation artist. Yeah, so she gospel artist next week. We excited about that too. That's what I say. We're trying to get everybody before y'all blow up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we looking forward to it. And come on back anytime. Lucy, anytime, come back and holler at us over here at Welcome to Scrilltown. You got any last?
Why don't you shout out where people can find you right now?
Y'all can find me on Facebook at Lucy Lou, Instagram at Who is Lucy Lou 106, Twitter Who is Lucy Lou at 106. I try to keep them all blended.
Right. Keep them blended.
Those are the main pages, and then for booking, you have to book Bang Break Brown at Gmail.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all can find me on Spotify, YouTube, TuneCore, all that.
Yeah.
Apple Music. Yeah. So just type in Lucy Lou or Who's Lucy Lou. I should pop up somewhere.
For sure.
Amazing. Well, thank you for sharing your talent and your time with us for sure.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So.
And shout out to your cousin too. Thanks for driving it.
What's up, cuz? Shout out to cuz. There you go.
Hey.
What's up, cuz? Yeah, but we had a good time tonight. Tune in.
Definitely.
Tune in every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for Welcome to Scrilltown. This is your host, Mr. Scrilltown himself, Gina T, and Lucy Lou. And until next time, we out.
Peace.
Scrilltown.
All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
Where you at, baby?
Sure, I'm at my